We teach classes here all the time. We have a new level 1 starting in a couple weeks. If you go to the hideouttheater.com website, you can find out all about it. Or you can talk to me after the show. I'd be happy to sign you up. And you can do fun stuff like that. Yeah? Cool! All right, guys. Now we have our second act of the evening. And you guys are in for a special treat. Big Papa E is a 3-time HBO Deaf Poetry veteran and National Poetry Slam champion. Yeah. He is a 2-time trophy winner at the O. Henry Punoff and has won competitions in air guitaring and spelling. So, this is going to be a treat. This guy is fantastic and I love him. Once again, I want thunderous applause to bring to the stage the next act of the night, Big Papa E. Let's hear it.
Let me get a chair. How y'all doing? Alright, who's ever been to a poetry reading and been incredibly bored? Yes! Clap! Clap your hands! Most poetry is boring, but that's not the kind of poetry I do. This is very fun poetry, and I need your help because I can only echo the energy you give me. So this is your cue that what you just saw was amazing. I will assume the old school hip-hop pose, like so. That will let you know that we are at the end of the poem and you guys will freak out and go crazy. Clapping with woos. It's all about the woos. You can't clap without the woos. You can sneeze if you like. That's totally okay. Just sneeze loudly. Ready? So let's practice. Ready? Bringing it from the bowels of your laughter. Ready? And... Alright, and... see. About 4 months ago, I looked around these times of economic hardships and romantic disappointments, and I realized I had come to a point reached by many a beleaguered man. A point where the only appropriate response to all the nonsense is to hell with it! I'm growing a beard. My beard is a statement. The struggle to please you is over. Growing a beard is a rite of passage. Proof you're not some girly man capable only of some fussy little metrosexual chin strap like AJ from the Backstreet Boys. No! I'm talking about an uncontrollable wild man beard. A burly man beard. Burly, like burl ives. When you begin to cultivate a truly barbaric man bush, you join a long woolly history of beardos before you who allowed their facial hair to fly, unfettered and free. Karl Marx, Walt Whitman, Fat Jim Morrison, the lunch lady in middle school, and Walker, Texas Ranger himself, Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris's beard doesn't hide a weak chin, it hides another fist with which to pummel you! My beard is not a scratchy tumbleweed of a beard, nay. My beard is a welcoming, luxurious fleece, bathed in exotic camel's milk shampoos and soothed by silken conditioners. Come, my love, allow the lush tendrils of my beard to surround our naked bodies with the scent of sandalwood and ambergris and warm us to sleep as only a soft blanket of pubic-like facial hair can. It is true, sometimes I will get food caught in my beard, but it is only the finest cuisine. Last Tuesday, pâté de foie gras, here. Yesterday, filet mignon, here. Last night, your mom, here. And all those women who say they don't like guys with beards, I say no. I will not trim my voluminous cookie scraper mustache because it tickles. I'm a tickly motherfucker. I will not tame my Wolverine-like mutton chops because they chafe the insides of your thighs. If you're gonna ride this cowboy, you got to wear chaps. In the end, if I can't find a woman strong enough to love me for the hirsute man I am, well then fuck it! Because the biggest fans of guys with beards are guys with beards. And I say, bring them on! All you leather daddies and butch biker bears, let me be the cuddle cub of your wildest furry fantasies. We'll press our bewhiskered cheeks together like 2 Velcro-covered teddy bears and whisper roughly into each other's ears. Breaking the law, breaking the law. I'll curl my pinky into the belt loop of your tight, moose knuckle-inducing leather ass pants, and we shall mount your Harley chopper, and we shall ride off into the sunset bellowing beardos forever. please. Drum roll, please. Oh boy, if you ever get a chance to do that, like if you're in the line at the DMV or just writing a check, just freaking do that. It's very nice. All right, here's another piece. If I had a son, and he came to me as a young man for advice about sex, about girls, this is probably what I would tell him. 1, buy condoms. Buy them and keep them with you at all times, and use them before you were asked to use them, and use them every time. The peace of mind you allow your partner will free her to be vulnerable with you, and that, my son, is exactly what sex is about. Condoms are sexy. In fact, call buying condoms foreplay. Footnote, if you were too embarrassed to buy condoms, you were not ready to have sex. 2, kissing is not merely foreplay. Spend entire evenings making out on the couch while fully clothed. Believe me, dry humping rocks. 3, sex is not just about friction. It's about emotion. Stop trying to find her clitoris and find her heart. Then she'll help you find her clitoris. 4, if you really want to know, if you really want to know how to please a woman, ask her how she masturbates. Then do that. A lot. If she says she doesn't masturbate, offer to take her shopping for a vibrator so you both can learn the vocabulary of her body together. 5, don't put anything in her butt you wouldn't want in your own. Footnote, try a pinky finger, it's kind of awesome. 6, when you go down on her, and you will go down on her, and if you are my son, you will be amazing at it. Tell her how good she tastes. Stop in the middle and kiss her deeply so she knows how good she tastes. And do the same when she goes down on you. 7, a simple Google search yields 1,347 euphemisms for male masturbation, yet only 23 for female masturbation. If guys spent less time jacking off and more time jilling off, this world will be a happier place. 8, everything you need to know about the importance of the clitoris is in the movie Star Wars. Your partner's body is the Death Star, and you are Luke Skywalker, piloting your penis-shaped X-Wing fighter deep inside her trench. Remember, 70% of all Death Stars cannot be blown up through penetration of the trench alone. It must be through focused contact with that little exhaust port at the top of the trench. Otherwise, any explosions you experience will be merely Hollywood special effects. 9. Just because you've come doesn't mean she has, so don't you dare come before her. Focus completely on your partner. Don't worry about getting yours. You're a guy. You always get yours. Your job is to make sure she's getting hers. 10. If making love with your partner takes only the same amount of time as it takes me to read this poem, you are not making love. You are masturbating with her body instead of your hand. Shame on you. Go back to step 1. You've got a lot of learning to do. Love, Dad. You know, it's strange, when you're up here reading, sometimes you'll be having a separate conversation up in your head that has nothing to do with what you're saying, and sometimes I'll forget and I'll keep thinking and it just goes on autopilot. I almost dropped the entire poem halfway through because I was thinking that I was hungry. I almost said,
"Get this man a sandwich."
"Get this man a sandwich!" That's my stomach. Can you tell that I'm sweating like a pig up here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice. Is it sexy, Danny? It's not bad if you're into sweaty hair guys. Listen, I'm going to switch it up a little bit. I know this is a night of comedy and all that, but I'm going to do a serious piece. Hope you guys are following. Yes, a serious piece. This is a persona piece written in the voice of an unborn child who has been aborted. It is called Why, Mommy, Why? I'm fucking with you. Can you imagine? Why, Mommy, why? No, I'm not that kind of voice at all. Were you guys going like, what the fuck? That took a weird turn. Okay, ask me what I hate.
What do you hate?
Fucking poetry. poets? What do I hate most about poets?
What do you hate most about poets?
Jesus Christ. Love poetry. I freaking hate love poetry because mostly it's not poetry. It's nothing more than lists of body parts and what they intend to do with them, interspersed with endless repetitions of the word love, 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 as if it actually meant something. If you can't write a love poem without using the word love, you are not a poet, you are a greeting card salesman. The English language has never known what to do with this word that can on one hand be used to describe your feelings for the most important person in your world, and on the other, your favorite hamburger. Well, I'm not loving it. I'm here to take I love you back. So when I say I love you, I don't mean it as some vague poetic notion. I mean, as long as I'm around, you will always have someone to pick you up from the airport. You will always have someone to help you move your heavy-ass couch up 3 flights of narrow apartment complex stairs, and you will always have someone to hold your hair back from your face while you regurgitate margaritas into the bathtub. And I know it's the bathtub and not the toilet because you think sticking your head into a toilet is nasty. And I know this not because I love you, and this knowledge has seeped into my brain through love osmosis. No, it's because I love you enough to fucking pay attention. I will go to the corner store at 3 a.m. in the rain on my bicycle to get you tampons. And I will remember to get the pint of chunky monkey you never asked for because I know you like ice cream when your cramps are bad. And I know this because I've got your back. And by that, I mean the little space between your shoulder blades you can never reach when it itches really bad. I freaking got that! As long as I'm around, your back will never be sunburned. When I want you to know that I love you, I won't waste money on flowers. Oh, look, honey, here's something beautiful. You can watch die. No, I will sneak over to your house while you're at work and clean your kitchen. And I will never allow our arguments to become fights because I will spend my time listening instead of simply waiting for my turn to talk. More time giving you the benefit of the doubt than picking at old wounds to score points. More time learning from my mistakes than repeatedly apologizing for them. It's easy to love you when we are so beautiful. But I will love you even when things are really fucking ugly. I will love you even when I fucking hate you. And should the time come when it's time to move on, I will let go. And when you introduce me to your new boyfriend, I will tell you, he seems like a nice guy, and I'm happy for you. Even though your name is tattooed on the center of my chest so that no matter how hard someone else presses their body against mine, you will always be closer to my heart. And I mean that metaphorically. I ain't getting no fucking tattoo. When I say I love you, when I say I love you, I fucking mean it. So I'm in level 2 improv class with a bunch of really good people, including Shruti, who is womaning the sound and lights. So give I also do poetry at the Austin Poetry Slam every Wednesday night at the Independent. Do you guys know what the Independent is?
No.
No? Just go to austinslam.com and you can see all kinds of information and you can see poets just like myself performing every Wednesday night. It's really cool, including Danny Strack, who's one of our best poets in the whole country. Give it up for Danny Strack, ladies.
Hey.
I'm going to do one more serious piece and then I'm going to talk about some unserious stuff. I tour across the country. This is what I do for a living, and I perform at high schools and colleges and stuff. And I meet tons of really cool people, but then, like the next day, I have to leave. And so, you end up getting spread so thin. And then when I finally come back home after 8 months of being away, I don't know anybody anymore. So it's just really kind of weird. Bye. So I wrote a poem about that. It's called Pretty Girls Make Me Sad.
Oh.
Ugly girls make me sad too.
Oh.
Just a different kind of sad.
Oh.
Pretty girls make me sad. Mine is the art of the awkward pause, the comedy of mortification, the joy of realizing you have no idea what to do next. I am the king of unrequited love, the prince of crushes, the emperor of yearning from afar. I am in love with everyone, and scatter pieces of my broken heart all over this country, hoping one day I can follow their trail home. But the moment they touch the ground, a poem sprouts, and birds build nests in their leafy words. I have planted forests that pulse and throb with the rhythm of my blood. I am Johnny Appleheart, and I am lost amongst these trees. And the wind whistles through the holes in my chest. If I twist just right, it sounds like the most beautifully sad music, so painfully lovely, so horribly alive, this symphony of sighs. I spend more time looking at the tips of my toes than I do the face of the moon. And I spend more time on both than I do looking people in the eye. I didn't used to be this way. I am clumsy around girls. I never know what to say. They just smell so good. I flirt with mixtapes and poetry and have no idea what constitutes a first date. I always have to ask, is this a first date? It hardly ever is.
Oh.
I know. I hug every girl I meet so I can share heartbeats with someone, even for a moment. I have fallen in love with 106 girls who were absolutely perfect for me, except for one fatal flaw. They didn't love me back. I keep hoping for someone to cross a crowded room and stand brazenly before me and reach out and hold my face in her palms and smile with her eyes and say, "There you are. I have been looking everywhere for you. Now that I have found you, I promise to never let you out of my sight." But no one ever does. I'm a little kid lost in the mall and crying, clutching at the hems of passing skirts and mouthing the name of someone I've never met. "Are you my lost love?" "No," said the steam shovel, "I am not your lost love." "Oh, sweet heart attack, where are you? Follow my poems home to me, my scallywag, my succotash, my sweet potato pie. I am so tired."
Succotash.
Hey. 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 What's up? He's like, hey. How y'all doing? You doing good? Can you stand a couple more poems and then we'll get out of here and go to the dog and duck and party? Yeah? Yeah. Can I get a hey? Can I get a ho? Ho.
Hey, what's
All right.
succotash?
You know what succotash
No,
is?
what's succotash?
Succotash is a combination of lima beans and carrots, I think.
Gross.
Lima beans.
Lima beans or butter beans. And it just sounds to me like a little cutesy name you would call somebody, like my little succotash.
Oh, my little
My
beans
little
and
sweet
carrots.
potato pie. My little peas and carrots. All right. I don't often get political in my poetry. However, I ask you, how many casualties must there be before we stop this war? And I'm not talking about the war in Iraq. And I'm not talking about the war in Afghanistan. We must stop this inhumane war against female pubic hair. Women are denuding their privates on a scale akin to the destruction of the Amazon rainforest. No wonder they call it a Brazilian wax. Coincidence? I think not. Any man who would insist that his lover's most precious pajayjay be smooth as a baby's bottom wants to have sex with a baby's bottom. And I say no more. A bearded clam is a happy clam. Pubic hair is there for a reason. It's Mother Nature's shock absorber. It's God's way of saying, I don't want you kids getting all chafy and red while you're being fruitful and multiplying, so here's a little present for you. Booyah! Knock yourselves out. The bigger the cushion, the sweeter the pushing. Give me a woman confident enough to turn her back on the bald head of Sinead O'Connor and boldly embrace the militant afro of Angela Davis. Put down your razors. I don't need no damn landing strip. I'm a jungle pilot. Just fly me over the thickest, deepest tangles, and I will parachute in with nothing more than a machete and a my smile. And by machete, I mean my cock. Women of the world, throw away your weed whackers and bust out the Miracle Grow. I'm your lamb of love, baby. Let me graze. Bah. Here's the thing. Women are human, and humans are mammals, and mammals have hair. So when a woman has hair down there, mon frere, I declare it's the most natural thing she can wear. And it's not so much about what it looks like or what it feels like, but what it represents. A shorn pudendum says, fuck me with your gender norms. Fuck me with your ideas of what is appropriate for women. Fuck me with your notions about what makes a female truly attractive. But a big old gnarly bush says, fuck you and your need to control me. This is what a real woman looks like. And if you can't handle it, son, you ain't never gonna handle it, son. Ladies, toss those tuna trimmers and never suffer razor burns again on your tender labia for some stupid boy who can't handle the truth. Don't look to depilated internet porn for your coochie snorcher imagery. Go back to 70s porn, where eager beavers roamed wild and free and looked like my face. When the good Lord spoke to Moses, it was not through some leafless shrub. Hell no, it was through the burning bush. Now get on over here, sister, and let me set that lush il nana on fire and make you hear the voice of God. Oh my God, yes, I just made my face into a 1970s porno. That's nice. Hi, Mom. All right,
Hi, Sonny.
hello, Sonny. I've got 2 more pieces.
How old is your mom? Like 90?
This is my mom last night.
Oh, that's gross.
I don't know what that means.
What is that about?
So my camera operator is K Ruckus. Make some noise for K Ruckus. I got 2 more little stories. Sometimes it all comes down to this one question. ¿Quién está más macho? Han Solo or Indiana Jones? On one hand, you've got Han Solo, the captain of the fastest ship in the galaxy, who made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs, the blaster-slinging badass who blasted Greedo in the cantina before that green motherfucker ever fired a shot, the scheming rascal who won the heart and heart of the hottest honey in the entire galaxy, Princess Leia Organa. Han Solo was the original space cowboy, and he'd kick your ass with a wink and a smile and make you thank him for it. However, take away Han Solo's blaster, and he's nothing but a common thief with a victim complex. Oh, it's not my fault the Millennium Falcon took another shit. Oh, Chewie, save us. Han Solo is like the majority of Western civilization, utterly reliant on technology to get his ass out of a scrape. Oh yeah, Han Solo's a badass as long as the power's on, but flick out the lights and what are you left with? Han Solo as a conversation piece in Jabba's lair, locked in a slab of carbonite, with frozen drool hanging off his lip, waiting to be saved by the biggest wussy in the entire Rebel army, Luke Skywalker. I don't want to fix the droid, Uncle Owen. I want to go to Tosche Station to pick up some power converters. Fuck Han Solo.
Yo.
He's nothing but a stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder. But Indiana Jones, all he's got is his whip and his whips, and that's all that he ever needs. He'd climb all over your speeding troop transport and kick your punk ass out the window before you know what hit ya. Indy could be empty-handed and still manage to steal your tank, snatch your airplane, rob you of your fucking speedboat, and hijack your goddamn freighter. Sure, a brother didn't like snakes, but you never saw him crying for his Wookiee to come save him. No, he'd pick himself up, dust himself off, and pull some MacGyver shit and be on the next blimp to Berlin in a stolen Nazi uniform before you could scream Heil Hitler. Granted, you can't discount the personal change Han Solo went through in the first trilogy. At first, Han looks out for no one but himself, but through sheer force of will, he transforms himself into a ballsy hero of the Rebel Alliance. However, having said that, fuck Han Solo! When the zombie apocalypse apocalypse strikes, and you know it will. And you've got 12 seconds to grab a shovel and start whacking some walking corpses. Who do you want by your side? Han Solo, curled into the fetal position in the corner because the super cable's out? Or Indiana Jones, his fist curled around a Louisville slugger, ready to bust down the door and bash some living dead skulls like it was a herd of free-range piñatas? When the shit hits the fan and technology abandons us, it will be Indiana Jones who saves us. While Han Solo and Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and George fucking everything up with CGI Lucas are all crying like little bitches in the dark, it'll be Indy leading the way with a torch held high, doing humanity's last stand against the hordes of zombie, alien, Nazi monster rushes. Fuck Han Solo. Indy rocks.
Yeah!
And besides, the real hero of all the trilogy, the original trilogy, the only one that counts, Wedge Antilles. He was the only one who blew up the Death Star twice! That's all I gotta say. Wedge Antilles. Anybody nerding out on Star Wars like I am?
Wedge didn't blow up the first Death Star.
Yes, he did.
Luke blew up the Death Star.
No, but he was in that same attacking squad. Man, shut the fuck up! Whose show is this?
I can come to your poetry slam. Doesn't mean I'm doing poetry. Is what I'm saying.
Okay, anyway, so hi guys.
Hey, they named the dog Indiana. His name was Junior.
Really?
Yeah. What's the third one? I'm just messing with
Would
you.
you like to come up on stage?
Oh, poor
Okay,
Eric.
if you want. I'm gonna do one more piece and then I'm done. So, and these are taken from my journal. I just write when I'm on the road and stuff in my journal. So, I was reading the newspaper the other day, and there was an article about a new high school abstinence program called Baby Think It Over. It's really true. It's this realistic cyber baby. Baby think it over when you're a kid? Okay, so it's this realistic cyber baby, and students enrolled in family life classes take it home and care for it for 24 hours. The trick is, the baby emits electronic cries on any irregular basis. And to make it stop, the student must stick a bottle-shaped probe into the receptacle mouth of the baby and rock it back and forth for up to 30 minutes before the irritating noise stops. If you ignore the baby's cries, a little red neglect light is triggered that tattles on you. The Baby Think It Over program has been so successful that teen pregnancy rates have plummeted in the schools where it's been employed. So I've been thinking, we could take this technology a few steps further. I've been thinking about girlfriend think it over. Picture it. You're at dinner with Cyber Susie, and you're talking at length about your theories on the relationship between Beat Generation poetry and post-war jazz music, when all of a sudden her "I'm fucking bored" light starts flashing. And she starts complaining in this high-pitched computer voice, "I hate poetry. Why can't we go see the new Sex and the City movie again? Why did you bring me to this lame restaurant any day? I hate sushi. Did you just look at that waitress over there? You're always fixated on Asian women. You were checking out that whore's boobs, weren't you? Weren't you? I hate everything. Take me home." Fail, fail, fail. In order to stop the irritating noise, you'd have to shove your probe into her mouth receptacle and ask her about her day and pretend you're actually interested for up to 30 minutes.
Oh.
No. When she starts complaining that you're asking too many goddamn questions, it's time to take the probe out and stick it somewhere else.
Oh.
If Cyber Susie calls and gets your voicemail, the "you're avoiding me" light will come on. And if you actually call her back, the "Jesus, can you stop fucking hounding me" light will be triggered. Then there's the always dreaded "I want an orgasm too" light. I hate that light. It takes forever to go out.
Oh.
As time goes by, Cyber Susie will get more and more demanding, and the time it takes to satisfy her will increase exponentially. First, a simple heartfelt mixtape will extinguish the "I need more space" light. But by the third week, you'll have to administer a 45-minute back rub, scalp massage, and toe popping session just to get the "I totally fucking hate you" light to dim. As a real test, potential daters can also check out Girlfriend's Best Friend Think It Over. This technological marvel features a "you can do so much better than him" light, and an "I'll bet he's fucking someone behind your back" alarm, ready to blare at a moment's notice. And if you try to stick your probe into her receptacle in the hopes that the threesome light goes on, don't be surprised when Cyber Susie's "I'm kicking your punk ass off my MySpace top 8 alarm" sounds very loudly. If, after the initial trial month, your girlfriend thinking over isn't glowing like a woman-shaped Christmas tree, you might consider yourself ready for the next thing, for the real thing. But if the big red, you're a fucking loser light goes on in the middle of her forehead, you might check out the 25-piece Poetry Slam Thinking Over set, complete with the Tony Jackson Love Machine unit, the Danny Strack Why Can't We All Get Along unit, the Rough Draft Why Can't We All Get Stuck. Oh God, this is... I'm done. Thank you very much. I failed. That page got ripped out. There's no end to that piece. But it was so awesome. So, I guess we're done here. I have CDs. If you would like to take something home with you, they're only $5, but if you don't have $5, just give me a sweaty hug. To you. Otherwise, you can go to bigpapae.com and check out my shite. Otherwise, thank you very much, and give it up for Shruti up in the booth.
Hey, Booth!
Big Papa E, here we go, yeah! Let's hear it once again for the level 4 student players, yeah!
That was awful.
You guys, thank you for coming out to the Hideout Theater. We have shows here 3 nights a week, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays. We do a kids show on Sundays. For the remaining Saturdays in April, I guess we're doing our improvised Hitchcock show, which is awesome. Our long-running Maestro show, 10 o'clock on Saturdays. You can find out everything at hideouttheater.com. Come see a show. And yeah, stick around and congratulate everyone on their great performance. You guys, thanks a lot. Woo!
Let's do some notes. One,
Some feedback.
you dropped a poem. I've never seen you drop a poem. Fuck you. 2, the line did okay. You're gonna handle this, son? It was alright. It didn't get a great reaction.
3.
3, what's 3? Do you have anything to say about Big Papa E's performance? Nothing? 3, I wanna do you.